silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Chicago Bears. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. To throw, it's Carr. And that'll be checked down to Drake. That's the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. On 1st down, it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Carr. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. On play action, it's Carr. This will be caught once again by Brown. And able to rip off a yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Carr. And it's caught. Touchdown! Derek Carr with a touchdown pass to Henry Ruggs. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Now a first down throw, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Here's Fields. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. A first down and more for Jacobs. And finally brought down at the 43. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Carr. Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Swings this out here for Cohen. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Yannick Ngakoue able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Fields now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Brown. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And the Bears will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. From just shy of midfield, Fields. Throw left side taken in by Miller. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Fields. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Throw is Fields. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Fields throwing again. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Jalen Richard going to take it out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. The Cards throw there complete to Ruggs. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Carr. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. It's into enemy territory. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Again, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because...
And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson, and that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
And he will find his man Ruggs.
And they've got it well across 40 before it's all said and done.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Carr gonna throw. He's gonna find and complete it to Renfro. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Over the middle here to Brown.
And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Looking sideline, incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here's Jacobs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Raiders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this goes out wide for Drake. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, now Carr. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he is in. Touchdown. 28 yards for Kenyon Drake. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync. The line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
following the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And they take him down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Fields. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Fields. Man open is Robinson. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Fields on 1st down. The screen pass here to Cohen. That catch good for only a couple.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Fields. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Jalen Richard now on the return. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as they'll get this up to about the 42. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Second and 11 at the 41. Running it with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.